This letter was 1907, so this must have been written just before Robert Hood's death. It was a letter that Robert Hood wrote to, again, Eli Rose and the children. Eli Rose and children, I am at woe below and feeling somewhat better than when I left. I trust this will find you all well. The weather's fine and warm up here. I guess it is down there, and I guess you are getting along with your plowing very well. So far as I have heard, the children are all well. Arthur, you and Alfred must keep out of the branch, and Lester and Naomi, do not let little sister Mary get hurt. I will write again soon. My love to you and the children. My compliments to Ethan, Livy, and Eliza. R.H. Wallace. Ethan, Livy, and Eliza were the two brothers and the sister of Rose. This dated October 13th, 1906, which was about less than a year before he died. To my children, Lucy T. McCracken, and Lucy T., the T stands for Temple, William A. Wallace and Eli Wallace. Tempe, the 2 notes, yours and the Bansard note, are to be equally divided between you and L.T., Sylvia, and Tempe Blue. William A. Wallace, you are to have $375 of the money that is in the Indian Territory, and Eli the remainder, which will be about $500. This is what I believe to be right. Do not dispute about this when I am gone. I gave the Lancaster note to James Lester Wallace. If anything should happen to any of the money, do the best you can with it is all I can say. It was a short will, but it sounds like it was an effective will. Eli's family continued to farm until 1926, when the family barn burned. They decided to pack it in and come out to California. They came out in 2 cars. Walter Wells driving one car and Eli driving the other. Walter Wells, you will remember, is Ermine's son and Eli's nephew. After coming out to California, which took them, Florence says, approximately 2 weeks, which makes it kind of a long trip, Florence was able to finish high school. After graduating from high school, Florence worked at various jobs. She worked for a while at Loma Linda Hospital. She held a job as a cook in Los Angeles, working for a doctor and her family. She was also a cook for a while on Catalina Island. And finally, in 1947, she obtained her cosmetology license and opened her own stylist studio. She worked there, owning her own studio for several years in High Grove. And eventually, before she was retirement age, she returned to Loma Linda to finish out, I believe, 20 years. Since she retired in the 1970s, she has lived in Rancho Riverside in her own home and tended her rose garden and been occupied with many different things and taking trips with family members and visiting and all the things that she always did.